Welcome to Pure Izness, the space where you're safe to grow, evolve, and rewrite the story you tell yourself. Here, we focus on transforming your self-talk and breaking the old, useless subconscious programming that no longer serves you, no matter who you are, where you come from, or what you've been through. Every message you hear on this channel is designed to speak directly to your mind, your heart, and your identity. You can repeat these affirmations out loud, say them silently, or simply listen. Even if you're busy, working, studying, or moving through your day, your subconscious is still listening, still learning, and still absorbing every word. This is your space for positivity, for healing, and for reprogramming your inner voice into one that lifts you, supports you, and aligns with the person you're becoming. Welcome to Pure Izness. Let's change the way you speak to yourself, and change the way you experience your life. Some people once said that positive thinking was unrealistic, that it was just wishful thinking and couldn't really help you. There were even critics who argued that thoughts didn't matter at all because, after all, they were just thoughts. They didn't really go anywhere. But that was before advances in brain imaging technology gave them the ability to look directly into the brain while it was working. When they did, they discovered a whole new picture of what thoughts actually do to the wiring of the brain. Here's what they found. People who focus on positive thinking actually grow more neural networks and connections in the left prefrontal cortex of their brain. This is important because this part of the brain helps them search for alternatives, find solutions, make decisions, and take action, the very place where success lives. Positive messages, repeated over time, physically strengthen this area of the brain. On the other hand, people who habitually think negative thoughts grow more connections in the right prefrontal cortex, which is associated with avoidance, fear, and retreating instead of finding solutions and taking action. This part of the brain might be called the defeat center or the failure center. Negative thinking wires the brain to fail, while positive thinking rewires the brain to succeed. So, practicing positive self-talk isn't just a feel-good idea. It's not theory or wishful thinking. When people listen to positive self-talk videos daily, they are literally changing the structure of their brain. You are wiring yourself to succeed. Think about that. The thoughts you choose to feed your brain today are shaping the person you become tomorrow. This is why what someone does right now matters so much. When you watch these videos, it acts as a personal soft coach. It helps you get the most out of the self-talk. Videos keeping you motivated, focused, and positively charged along the way. First, it's important to congratulate you for choosing to engage with these videos. To take the steps to program your mind speaks volumes. That choice alone shows a desire for growth, a willingness to invest in themselves, and a commitment to a better future. And here's the key: your past does not dictate your future. Some people, when trying to make a positive change, focus too much on the mistakes or difficulties of the past. But when you decide to move forward, the brain doesn't care where you've been. It only cares about what you want to do next. If the brain were fixed and unchangeable, the past would indeed be everything. But thanks to neuroplasticity, the brain is designed to be rewired. The past is useful for lessons, for learning, but it is not a prison. It can make someone stronger, yes, but it does not have to hold them back. When you realize that these self-talk videos you watch today are literally wiring a new future, a future built on your own choices, you understand your own power. You are not bound by who you were, by where you've been, or by old patterns. You are free to create what you want to become. No one is born to fail. In fact, every one of us is designed from birth to succeed, to thrive. The potential everyone was born with, the promise they carried, is still inside them. It may have been covered by difficult experiences, negative programming, or setbacks along the way, but that potential is still there. It is waiting for you to bring it to life. Today, you can give yourself permission to create your future based on their potential, not your past. Imagine what you can do starting now, from this moment forward. In these videos, you are introduced to a technique called spaced repetition, which is a highly effective way to learn and integrate self-talk faster, while getting the maximum benefit from it. Spaced repetition is a learning method that takes advantage of the way the brain naturally stores and strengthens knowledge over time. Here's how it works. You watch a few self-talk videos, then revisit the same video a day later, and then again another day later. This spacing allows the brain to process and sort the information being given, forming new neural networks that reinforce the positive messages. By repeating this process consistently, the messages become hardwired into your mind, creating long-lasting programs for success. The best way to use spaced repetition is to establish a primary viewing time each day, a consistent slot that becomes part of their daily routine. For example, you might choose to watch in the morning while getting ready. You start by watching for 15 to 20 minutes. Then, you watch the same video again the next day at the same time, and continue this process for several weeks. Over time, the brain strengthens these neural pathways, and the self-talk becomes an automatic part of your thinking. Watching at the same time each day also helps create a habit, making self-talk a natural, expected part of your day. Of course, you can also watch at other times when you need extra motivation or reinforcement, but having one primary daily time ensures that the habit becomes consistent. If a day is missed, you simply start again the next day and continue the schedule. Every time you watch, you are giving yourself more than just encouragement. You are rewiring your brain for success. You are teaching yourself to think positively, to take action, to stay consistent, and to see solutions instead of problems. Over time, this repetition transforms their mindset, their confidence, and their results. You can take a moment to imagine what their life can look like in just a few weeks of consistent practice. You can see yourself thinking confidently, acting decisively, and handling challenges with ease. You can feel the shift inside as the brain strengthens the pathways that support success. Every day, you are building mental muscles just as surely as physical muscles are built through exercise. The past is behind you, the future is unwritten, and the present moment is yours. By choosing to watch, to engage, and to repeat these positive self-talk videos, you are taking control of your own transformation. You are not waiting for someone else to tell you what they can or cannot do. You are choosing the future you deserve, step by step, thought by thought. You should give yourself permission to grow. You should give yourself permission to succeed. Your potential is real. Your power to create change is real. And your future is in your hands. You are here. You are watching. You are acting. That is proof that you are committed to yourself. That is proof that you are taking the steps to create the life that you want. Every video, every repetition, every positive thought is wiring the brain to achieve your goals. You are literally shaping your destiny as you watch. Welcome to this journey. You are ready. You are capable. You are already creating the future you were meant to live.